Pro use చేయనా?
Sir, can we start, sir? Or shall we wait 2 more minutes, sir?
Just wait 2 to 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, my dear students. Last class we have discussed about cyber security concepts, cryptography and application security. And today, hello, my voice is audible? Yeah. Yeah. So today I am going to explain ninth module, security auditing, and followed by the cyber forensics. Last class I have shown some practicals in the cryptography. I have given three homework, three concepts in homework. Today I am going to expect those three programs explanation and execution. And ninth module is security auditing. Security means to protect the data or information from the system or server or data center. Auditing is nothing but the security in what level you are using in the company wise, and what level of security you are using, and what is the benefit and profit of that organization in security point of view, how strong they are using the security mechanisms in their company. So as a security analyst, I am finding the level of security they are using in the corporate level or organization level. So if you see the concepts today, I am going to explain what is audit planning, what is the scope of audit planning, what is the pre-audit planning, and what is data gathering and audit risk. These are the prime first and foremost concepts, then followed by the risk analysis, phase approach that is related to risk assessment, then followed by the what are the advantages, disadvantages, challenges, applications. These are the 7 concepts I am going to explain today. If you see the what is security auditing first, and followed by the what is audit planning, then we'll see one by one. A security audit is a systematic evaluation of the security of a company's information. See, you have an organization, you have an industry, you have an institute. You need to do systematic evaluation of the security of a company's information system by measuring how well it conforms, how well you are using security mechanism to an established set of criteria. That is called security auditing. So an information security audit is an audit on the level of information security. So beginning itself I told you what level of security algorithms, security mechanisms you are using for your organization. That is called auditing. Usually auditing in organization or industry, the expert team committee will come to organization. They are checking what is the investment of the organization and what is the profit of that organization. They are checking the audit. But in case of security auditing, so they are checking the level of information security in an organization. Whether you are using a strong security mechanism in the organization or any medium level of security mechanism or low level security mechanism. So that is called a security auditing. It is an independent review. See, expert committee are visiting to our organization. They are reviewing our security mechanism, and they are examination of system by checking records and activities and related documents of the organization. That's why they are measuring the level of information security you are using in the organization by verifying records, related documents, or any other physical activities. They are checking through server, system, data center, like that various levels of information security. Then, so what is meant by independent review? Independent examination of a system's records and activities to determine the adequacy of system controls, ensure compliance with established security policy and procedures, detect breaches in security services. Security detect breaches is nothing but threats, malicious activities, criminal attacks happened in the organization, especially in security services, and recommend any changes that are indicated for countermeasures. So, by doing this security auditing, they are checking the level of information security mechanism for the organization, whether you are using a strong level of security mechanism or medium level of security mechanism or low level of security mechanism. If anything required, they are indicating that for countermeasures. That is called level of information security. If you see, there are two types like internal versus external security audit. Audit is nothing but they are checking the level of security mechanism in the organization. If you see, internal audits are performed by internal auditee of the company. See, in company itself, there are experts and they are senior members. They are doing internal quality assurance. Internal quality assurance. They are checking their files, their records, their activities towards security mechanism. That is called internal audit. External audits are performed by any third party audit vendor such as Astra Security. One example I am giving. In an organization or in industry, if you see AICTE, NAC, NBA, these are the auditing companies. They are directly visiting to organization. They are checking the quality level of the education, quality level of the employability, quality level of the security mechanism. They are checking. Maybe by using third party audit or vendor means any third party company is visiting and checking the security mechanisms. So such type of audits are called external audit. So a thorough application security audit typically tests the security of the web system's entire infrastructure. What type of infrastructure you are using and how many servers or data center you are using in order to measure the security level of the organization or industry. If you see in the auditing planning, a security audit is a comprehensive assessment of your organization's information system. Comprehensive assessment, complete information about the organization towards security, how strong you are using security mechanism in the organization level. Maybe data level security, maybe network level security, maybe host level security, etc. Typically, this assessment measures your information system security against an audit checklist of industry best practices, externally established standards, or federal regulations. That is called a security audit. Audit scope. What is audit scope? If you see audit scope defined as the amount of time and documents which are involved in an audit is an important factor in all audit. Okay, so this audit scope is nothing but the amount of time and documents which are involved in an audit. See, what type of documents you are producing to show to third party or internal audit committee? They are verifying the security level of the information or mechanism in the organization. Is an important factor in all audit. The audit scope ultimately establishes how deeply an audit is performed. They are checking the deep manner, they are verifying all the records, 10 years records, 2 years records, 1 year records, like that. It can range from simple to complete, including all companies' documents. So they are verifying complete documents of the organization, like that. They are checking the each and every document. So what is meant by planning? The audit includes establishing the overall audit strategy, means a procedure or approach for the engagement and developing an audit plan. See, there is an audit plan. Okay, it consists of some approach. Initially, they are checking a small level of document, then medium level of document, then high level of documents, complete information about the security, which includes usually in particular planned risk assessment procedures and responses to material, so misstatement risks, etc. That is called planning audit. So planning audit includes various assessment procedures and responses to material misstatement risks. So either statistical or non-statistical sampling methods can be used to collect audit evidence. So maybe they are using some statistical sampling methods. So why they are using statistical sampling methods? So it will predict and it will inform us the statistical information, means mathematical or analytical information about what level of security you are using the last 1 year, last 2 years, past 5 years. Then if you see specific data gathering tools, we have like SPSS, SAS, Tableau. These are the various statistical methods. Keep in mind, my dear students, statistical methods is nothing but linear regression, non-linear regression, logistic regression. These are the prediction and sampling methods. And there are some specific data gathering tools like SPSS. SPSS is nothing but a statistical package for social sciences, or statistical analysis software, or Tableau. There are various statistical data gathering tools and techniques. Maybe it includes interviews, questionnaires, checklists, focus group, observations, so unobtrusive measures, and you can call it as anecdotal records. Anecdotal records. So how do you are collecting the Please, somebody has to mute. Some disturbance is coming. Excuse me. Yeah. So how do you are collecting the data gathering tools? See, data gathering tools and includes through interviews we are collecting the data, through questionnaires we are collecting the data. See, now I'm explaining through this online. I'm collecting the data. That is called video data. And sometimes you are collecting audio data and focus groups, observations. Okay. There are various types of data gathering tools and techniques we are applying. Then what is meant by audit risk? Audit risk is the risk that an auditor may give an inappropriate audit opinion on financial statements that are materially misstated. If you see, so what is meant by audit risk? Once they are verifying our documents, they are informing us there are some audit risk is presented in your documents. So inappropriate audit opinion, they are by verifying their audit, by verifying our records, material or activities, they are saying that there is a chance of some audit risk, maybe financial statements that are materially misstated. To reduce the audit risk to an acceptably low level means the auditor needs to be more than certain that the financial statements are not materially misstated. He is going to verify our each and every document of the financial related statements. If anything found wrong or anything found materially misstated, so it is warning us there is a audit risk is presented in your organization. If you see audit process, what is meant by audit process? Audit is nothing but it checks the level of the security mechanism or approach, level of the security mechanism you are using for the organization. Then process means program under execution. Program under execution is called process. So that is called audit process. Although every audit process is unique, yes, it is different, and related to security for every company, this is a unique process. The audit process is similar for most engagements and normally consists of 4 stages. So what are the audit process consists of? 4 stages. So that first one is a planning. Planning is nothing but sometimes called survey or preliminary review. So we are reviewing about the security level of the company's information. That is called first step, planning. Then field work. Second step follows in the audit process is field work. They are checking activities. Then audit report. Then finally they are applying some data gathering tools, and by using the tools they have found some documents, related activities, and they are analyzing the audit of the finance related statements. Then they are giving audit report of the company and follow-up review. Then the 4th step is follow-up review. So audit process, okay, it includes 4 stages: planning, field work, audit report and follow-up review. That is called audit process. Okay, audit process is unique. Every audit product, see, you can call it as every audit process is unique. means it is unique for all the organizations. If you see, there are 8 steps we are following in detail. In broadly, they are giving 4 stages, but if you see, audit process consists of 8 steps in detail. The planning, the auditor will review prior audits in your area and professional literature. They are doing professional literature. That's why the planning is, we can call it as a survey or review or preliminary review planning. Then notification. So we need to give audit process gives the notification. Then step 3, opening meeting. We are called for meeting for audit process. Then we are doing field work. Field work is nothing but they are verifying department wise. Where is the HR department? Where is the finance department? Where is the accountancy department? Where is the staff department? Where is the other non-technical, non-teaching department, teaching department? Like that, they are verifying each and every physical room verification with the help of field work. Then report drafting. Then they are giving the complete information about the report drafting, management response. So then what is the management response of that organization? Then closing meeting, yes, after completion of management response. They are using closing meeting. Then finally they are giving final audit report distribution. They are sending through mail or physical or postal final audit report distribution. So these are the 8 steps we are following in this audit process. Okay, so usually it consists of 4 stages. And there are 8 steps you can see. You can write here. So it consists of 8. It consists of 8 stages, 8 steps. It consists of 8 steps. Of 8 steps. So these are the 8 steps you need to remember. Planning. So planning I have explained already. So planning is nothing but we are collecting survey, literature survey or preliminary review. You can call it as preliminary review and through with the help of data gathering. And planning, notification, opening meeting, field work, report drafting, management response, closing meeting, final audit report distribution. So these are the 8 steps we are following in the audit process. There are 4 C's director should consider when evaluating the sufficiency of any risk-based audit plan. What are the 4 C's? Culture. What type of culture you are using, and competitiveness, compliance, and cycle. So these are the 4 C's. 4 C's they are using in the audit process.
I am calling from Direct Works regarding job opportunity. Okay, Nichal, are you taking the coaching? Okay, currently we have an opportunity based on cyber security. It's completely full-time training and hiring process. Are you interested? Nichal, we provide 4 months of training. Okay, first 3 months they have technical and last 1 month they have mini project. Okay.
Sir, your voice is not
After
audible.
completion of training, you get the certificate from DSCA, which means Data Security Council.
Sir, are you there?
Okay, completion of training, you always provide job assistance from MNC companies. completely free of cost, no need to pay full-time online guidance. Are you interested?
సిక్స్టీ కాదండి. అదే మీరు ఏంటంటే
Auditing.
మీరు ఏంటంటే ఒకసారి వచ్చి మేడంతో మాట్లాడారనుకోండి, చెప్పారనుకోండి, కానీ ఇట్లా ఉంది మార్కెట్ ఉందని చెప్తే ఏమో చెప్పలేము మరి గురించి ఏం కావచ్చు అనిపిస్తుంది.
Anusha,
ఓకే ఓకే.
are you there, students? Chandana,
Sir.
yeah, is our voice is audible?
No, sir.
Okay, I think there is a power issue. I think just you wait in the session. I will contact you, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
ఓకే. ఓకే ఓకే. సరే సార్.
Hello sir, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Now
Hello,
it
sir.
is audible.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are four C's of directors should consider when evaluating the sufficiency of any risk-based audit plan, which consists of culture, competitiveness, compliance, and cyber. Cyber is related to computers, and IT, and virtual reality. Cyber is related to in terms of computers, IT, virtual reality, etc. Then if you see, there are 6 steps we are following security program. So what are the 6 steps we are following in security program? See, first, awareness and training. First, we are creating awareness and training for the security program. Then we are following security assessment. So what type of security assessment I am following? Related to finance, related to HR, related to other departments. Then policies and procedures. What are the rules and regulations you are implementing towards security in order to find the security level of the organization? Then business case. Then what type of business case? What type of business logic? Business case is nothing but logic. What type of business case and logic type you are using in order to measure the level of the security information. Then design and implementation. Now we are implementing our security level of the information by using design and implementation. And finally, we are showing dashboards, pie chart, bar chart, line chart through dashboard or scorecards, managed services very easily. So these are the 6 steps we are following in the security program. Keep in mind. Then if you see security audit consists of 4 stages, like vulnerability scans. Vulnerability is nothing but virus or malware, spyware, etc. Vulnerability scans, it checks for known vulnerabilities and trouble areas. Then second one is study historical data, examine application, network, server and device logs for threats and trends. That is called study historical data. Then review security settings. Review security settings within all applications, networks, servers and devices. We need to review what type of security settings we are using. Then finally policy review and risk assessment. What type of policy we are using, and we are reviewing risk assessment level. It reports findings and action based on the organizational risk. So these are the security audit services in the organization. Security audit services refer to companies that provide various security audit processes like vulnerability and risk assessment, penetration test, and compliance audits to organization. So we need to find out what type of security threats or vulnerability, malware attacks, cyber criminals activities happen in the organization. Risk assessments, penetration test. Okay, so these all are security audit services. So in interview point of view, they may ask the question like, can you explain audit services? What are the audit services are there? Yes, sir. Audit services you can consider like vulnerability and risk assessment, penetration test, and compliance audits to organization. So these are the security audit services. You can call it as security audit services. Very, very important. What type of security audit services they are doing? So they are doing vulnerability and risk assessments, penetration testing. Penetration testing means they are finding is there any bugs or is there any errors are presented in this security of the software. They are checking with the help of penetration test. Testing means to find the bugs in a software or hardware. Then compliance audits to organization. If you see types of security audit, see there are three types of security audit, like black box security audit. So see through internet you are connecting to the any organization. Okay, you are showing some if any threat happen. Okay, so they are checking black box security audit, gray box security audit, and white box security audit. White box security audit is nothing but that is called a transparent security audit. So what type of documents you are stealing, or what type of risk assessment happened in the organization. So, and through network level, is there any document theft happened? Like they are verifying each and every document or activity in the organization. These are the three types of security audit they are expecting from the organization, like black box, but I don't know. So who is entered into my organization? And they are testing, they found that somebody is entered. Such type of activity is called black box security auditing. Then gray box security audit is nothing but is found that sometimes through network level they are stealing our data, and sometimes 50% I came to know there may be a chance of this malware attack, and sometimes I may not know this is not a malware activity. Such type of activity is called gray box security audit. If you see white box security audit, everything is transparent. Whether it is happened network and application documentation or in other activity like this is called a white box security audit. Okay. Then if you see, one second, I'm connecting to. Yes. Now my voice is audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The second concept in the audit planning, risk analysis. Security audit consists of second concept, risk analysis, a security risk assessment. How many risks happened past 1 year in the organization? So I would like to check the level of the security mechanism in the organization. Such instant is called risk assessment. Is a point in time review of your company's technology. What type of technology are you using? And people and process to identify problems. That is called a risk analysis. So risk analysis includes the company's technology, tools, techniques, people and the process to identify problems. Risk management is an ongoing process where you round up all the management is your company and work towards eliminating them. That is called risk management. According to the Office of Civil Rights Guidance on HIPAA, HIPAA is nothing but health insurance portability and accountability. So they are third party. They are verifying a security risk analysis is an accurate and thorough assessment of the potential risks and vulnerabilities to the confidentiality, integrity and availability. So of EPHI held by the organization. So according to the HIPAA, so they are giving the complete information about what type of potential risks happened in the organization, and they are finding vulnerabilities to the with the help of security model called confidentiality, integrity, and availability. In a security review, we review your key assets, documents, activities, current security strategy, controls, and information technology infrastructure, and prioritize your top vulnerabilities, risks, and recommended security control solutions. That is called risk analysis. See, if you see the risk analysis, how many types and how many reviews we can perform. Security test. See, usually we are performing risk analysis based on security review and gap analysis, then followed by the security test. So what is meant by security review and gap analysis? So review of security posture against your target of specific security regulations or best practices security. So we are prioritize your vulnerabilities and necessary controls to protect your key digital assets. So this is a first level of security review and gap analysis. So in a risk analysis, first we are identifying how many types of risk happened in the organization, like how many threat attacks, malware attacks, criminal activities happened in the organization. First we are finding what type of vulnerabilities and what type of gaps in the organization. Once identified, then we are identifying security test. Security test diagnose actual vulnerabilities by testing specific areas of your security infrastructure. Okay. So security test diagnose actual vulnerability. What type of security vulnerabilities happen? They are testing through infrastructure, through tools and techniques. Okay. So examples like testing, network vulnerability test, maybe internal or external. Then network penetration test, maybe internal or external test. Then web application penetration, social engineering test, Wi-Fi review and test, and voice over internet protocol, VoIP, voice over internet protocol testing, security configuration, operational test, physical security test, third party vendor reviews. Okay, so these are the various security tests we are performing. As a risk analysis, they are using security test. They, in an interview point of view, they will ask you the question, can you list out the security test? You need to say, yes sir, we are doing various kinds of security tests like network vulnerability test. In the network level, we are performing testing. Network penetration testing. So we are checking targeted attacks on your network. White hat hackers looking for vulnerabilities means transparent. Then web application penetration testing through internet, through web browsers. They are checking web application penetration testing. Then the social engineering test means suppose you are using any Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or any type of LinkedIn, or any social engineering test. Then they are checking Wi-Fi review testing, wireless fidelity. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity review testing. Then VoIP testing, voice over internet protocol testing, and how the voice is coming, whether it is low voice, high, etc. Then security configuration, operational test, physical security test, third party vendor reviews. So these are the security tests we are performing. Then see the risk analysis of IT audit. So IT audit and the security risk assessment we are performing in various types of risk analysis of IT. See, first one is information technology audit. Means what type of information technology assessments you are performing. Then security risk assessment and audit SRA. So what type of security risk assessment and audit you are planning. Then cyber insurance risk assessment. Cyber related activities, what type of cyber computer or IT or virtual reality risk assessment you are following. Then Wi-Fi or VoIP, wireless fidelity, voice over internet protocol, video conference risk assessment. This is also one of the risk analysis of IT audit. Then cyber security compliance assessment. What type of cyber security mechanism you are using. It is a way of protecting your system, server, data center against the cyber criminals, cyber attackers, malicious attackers, etc. That assessment also comes under risk analysis of IT audit. That last one is merger and acquisition risk assessment. So you are combining one or two activities and making a high security mechanism. That comes under merger or acquisition risk assessment. Then see the security assessment. What is meant by security assessment? Based on the 4 components, we are performing security assessment. We are assessing what level of security mechanism you are using. See, through insurance, through public relations, through technology, through security experts. We can conclude that security assessment is very strong based on these 4 components like insurance of the employees in the organization, public relations, how you are user friendly with the organization or public relations. Then technology, what type of technology are you using in order to maintain high security. Then security experts, Who are the security experts? These are the security assessment components. Security assessment is an explicit study to locate IT security vulnerabilities and risks. So that is called security assessment. A security risk assessment identifies, assesses, and implements key security controls in applications. That is called a security risk assessment. Then the last but one, this is the last concept in security auditing, phase approach and risk assessment. According to Cyber Siksha training syllabus, this is the third concept in security auditing. So here, what is meant by phase approach regarding to risk assessment? Identify the hazards, means difficulties or any risks or threats happened in the organization. Hazards is nothing but threats or activities. Decide who might be harmed and how. Evaluate the risks and decide on control measures. Record your findings and implement them. So we are identifying the risks and threats in the organization, and we are evaluating the risks and decide on control measures. So record your findings, what type of risks happened in the organization. We are doing phase approach. Then you can do it yourself or appoint a competent person to help you, such as identifying hazards, assessing the risks, controlling the risks, recording your findings, and reviewing the controls. These are the risk assessment we are performing. So risk assessment is the name for the three-part process that includes risk identification. We are identifying what type of risk happened in my organization, and risk analysis. Risk analysis includes like how many risks. It gives maybe how many types of activities related to IT, how many attacks happened related to finance, how many activities related to some other departments we need to identify. That is called the risk identification. This is the first process, risk assessment process. Then risk analysis, we are analyzing how many threats. It gives count, summary of the data. Risk is called risk analysis. We are analyzing each and every risk assessment, risks in the organization. Finally, we are evaluating risk evaluation. Risk evaluation, we are taking the measurement metrics in order to evaluate. Then see the risk assessment process. Risk assessment process includes 8 steps. Please listen carefully. Risk assessment process. First step is identify the assets. Means how many computers are there and how many servers are there, and that is called identify the assets. Infrastructure and HR assets or finance assets, etc. That is called first step in the risk assessment process. Second step, it determines the critical level of assets. Second one, it determines the critical level of assets. So what type of critical levels in the assets? Then third one, identify the threats to each critical asset. We are identifying the threats to each critical asset. Then if you see the fourth step, identify the existing countermeasures. Maybe existing securities, existing countermeasures. So whatever the existing security problems are there, security measures we are taking. Then fifth step, determine the vulnerability level of each critical asset. Then sixth step, determine the risk level of each critical asset. Then seventh step, recommended security upgrades to reduce high risk or high levels of risk. Then final eighth step, perform a cost benefit analysis in support of upgrade recommendation if possible. These are the 8 steps we are following risk assessment process. Then see the 5-step risk assessment steps. Identify the hazards, decides who might be harmed and how, evaluate the risks and decides on the precautions, record your findings and implement them, then review your assessment and update if necessary. So these are the 5-step risk assessment steps we are following. Okay. So this is called risk assessment steps. Then that 5 steps in elaborate, if you see 5 steps approach in risk assessment, identify the hazards, decide who might be harmed and how, evaluate the risks and decide on precautions, record your findings and implement them, review your risk assessment and update it if required. So fraud risk assessment methodology and approach, it follows 4 phases. Phase 1, planning phase. Phase 2, fraud risk happened, identification and assessment. Phase 3, identify and assess the fraud risk controls. Phase 4, phase 4, monitoring and evaluation. So this is about fraud risk assessment methodology and approach. Then what are the benefits of an information security audit for your business? See, there are 3 benefits. First one is find gaps or non-compliance in current security systems or parties. That is called the first benefit of an information security audit for your business. Then gain access to tools and training to help close discovered gaps. Then third one, create an effective destruction schedule for all your important documents. So these are the very important, you can call it as benefits of information technology. Okay, these are the very, very important audit for your business. So these are the 3, you can call it as 3 types of benefits. So precisely I can say find gaps and gain access and create an effective retention. These are the important 3 benefits of information audit. And a few more benefits of security audit. See here, identify security gaps and non-compliance. Identify the need for change in policies and standards. Protect IT systems and infrastructure against attacks. Evaluates the security of data flow and effectiveness of security training and awareness. So these are the benefits of security audit. Okay. Then security audit benefits, you can call it as, see, verify that your current security strategy is adequate or not. Then check that your security training efforts are working. Uncover any extraneous hardware and software. Reduce cost by mixing the use of unnecessary resources. Uncover flaws introduced by new technology or processes. Prove the organization is compliant with regulations. So this is about the security audit benefits. Security audit benefit. So this is called a security audit benefits. With this one, I am closing the security audit. That is the 9th module out of 12 modules. Only 3 modules are left. And 1 module is left from your Cyber Siksha training. And my dear students, for next Monday, next Monday, you need to prepare ninth module also. That is security auditing. Okay, security auditing you need to follow as see, security auditing is a ninth module out of 12 modules. You need to prepare security auditing. I'm giving assignment, third assignment. You can include ninth topic, security auditing. First, you need to explain concepts, and followed by the tools and techniques of the security auditing. So this one as assignment 3, and that's all from my side. Any doubts related to security auditing? My dear students?
No, sir.
Okay. Now this is your turn. Now you need to explain assignment 2. Please. Who is ready for explaining your assignment 2? Who is ready? Ravallika? Nayan? Are you
Yes,
ready?
sir. Completed, sir.
Yeah, please show and explain and execute. Yeah, share your screen. "44 students are there. At least listen all the videos of I have included a channel. If you type in YouTube Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu, you will get my channel, and you can see all the videos I kept in one channel. You can get the knowledge and try for jobs. Yeah, who is going to share? Please, Nayan, Manaswini.
Sir, can I explain? Hello?
Tell me, Manaswini,
Sir, I have
what is your name? Yeah, have you done assignment?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please share.
Sir, do I show the execution or PPT, sir?
First show the PPT and then execute.
Yes.
Okay, very good. See, if you see, all students are, if you follow this assignment, it will give you immense knowledge in order to face interviews, technical interview especially, because you are practicing now. You are explaining the concepts. Yeah, please start. Please introduce yourself and explain, Manaswini.
Sir, I'm Anjali, and here I'm going to explain about encryption algorithms. The first algorithm is about DES, Data Encryption Standards. It is a symmetric key block cipher algorithm. In symmetric key, we use only one key for encryption and decryption. We take inputs of 60-bit plain text, and it uses a 56-bit key to produce 64-bit ciphertext. In block cipher, what is in a block cipher? In block cipher, when we take an input, we need to divide that input into 64-bit bit size blocks, and we need to process each block at one time. And the data block in DS is split into two halves, and we need to do the processing. It has divided into left side part and the right side part, and we will do the algorithm. And it works on crystal cipher structure, and DS algorithm is slower than the AES because it uses a smaller key, and it is also less secure, and it consists of 16 rounds. This is the about DES, and this is the algorithm. First, we need to install cryptography library, and we need to access the Fernet library from cryptography. We have taken here the input is the message. It is like my name, Manaswini, and we can take any of the input, and which we need to send to the receiver. And here key is generated using Fernet.gender key method, and we will store it in Fernet is equals to Fernet method of key, and we need to encrypt the message, like we need to convert it into non-readable format. ENC message is equals to Fernet.encrypt method, and we are giving the input as message.encode. This will encrypt the message of what we are doing. That will convert it into ciphertext. Then we are printing the original string, that is message, and encrypt the string what we have encrypted, that is ENC message. And after encrypting, we will do the decryption by using Fernet.decrypt method. This is the decrypted string. Next we will go for AES algorithm. It's advanced encryption standard. It is also a cipher algorithm. It is processed as a single matrix. We don't need to divide it into any parts. And, it is also a symmetric algorithm. And the substitution and permutation principles are used in AES. There are 10 rounds for 128-bit algorithm, 12 rounds for 192-bit algorithm, and 14 rounds for 26-bit algorithm. AES is faster than DES because AES has a large secret key. It is also more secure than the DES. And there are different functions like subbyte, shift row, X columns, and add-on keys. These are the functions involved in AES in each round. And it takes a plain text of 128 bits or 192 or 256 bits and a block size of 64 bits. And algorithm for AES, we have already installed the cryptography library, and we are accessing the Fernet.import Fernet. And here we can take the input message like it is equals to, and we can pass any of the string. And we are generating the key. The key is forwarded to Fernet method. After that, we need to using after encrypting the we need to print the original string and the encrypted string. So we have printed the encrypted message. We need to decrypt it using decrypt method. Go for RSA algorithm. It is a common public key algorithm. It is also known as asymmetric key algorithm because it uses private key and public key. The public key is used for encryption and the private key is used for decryption. And it is known for its investors like investors. They are Rivers, Shamit, and Kalman. This public key is well known to others, but the private key is kept secret. So, who want to send a message to the receiver, he needs to know the public key of the receiver. He will encrypt the message using the public key, and after receiving, the receiver will decrypt it using his private key. So that it provides more secure than other algorithms. And this is the RSA algorithm we have used. We need to import RSA library, and then the public key, private key we need to generate using RSA new keys of 512. These will randomly generate the keys, public key, and we need to give input message to the using the ENC message we is equals to RSA.encrypt message.encode method. Using the public key we are doing the encryption, and we need to print the original string and an encrypted string. After completing the encryption, we will decrypt the message. It is stored in DEC message. RSA.decrypt method of encrypt message and private key are used as parameters in decrypt, and .decode and we will show the decrypted message. So, I will show the.
Yeah, please show the execution.
Sir, I have done it in Google
ఏం
Colab.
చెప్తున్నాను?
Yeah, no problem.
ఎందుకు రాసుకుంటున్నాను నేను?
ఎంతమంది అవుతున్నారని అందులో కౌంట్ లేదు కదా.
ఎందుకు కౌంట్ వస్తుంది కదా మరి.
ఇప్పుడు నాకు చేయడం కోసం మన మధ్యలో పోకుండా మధ్యలో కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కాకుండా
నేను కౌంట్ చూపిస్తాను.
అయిపోయింది. ఇంకొక 3 ఉన్నాయి, తర్వాత మనం చేద్దాం. ఇద్దరం కలిసి చేసే పని కాదు.
కౌంట్ చూపిస్తాను. నీకు అంత పెద్దగా ఇంత లెక్క పెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు.
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
I'm not from right festival. We have no festival. I'm looking for job. I'm
నువ్వు రాస్తున్నావా?
The same.
47 ఇచ్చారు కదా,
Which I have
మిగతా క్యాండిడేట్స్కి మ్యామే యాడ్ చేయమన్నారు.
I'm going to execute it.
ఇంకా డబ్బులు రావాలి అయిపోతే.
ఈ అయితే గ్రాఫ్ చేస్తుంది కదా,
Is executed.
ఓన్లీ ఇది వరకు తీసుకోండి.
Yeah,
ఈ గ్రాఫ్ చేస్తుంది కదా,
it is. You got it. Yes.
అదొక్కటి
The
చేయండి.
original string is equals to Manaswini and then this is a string and, which is double format and it is decrypted.
Okay, correct.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Manisha. I'm
So,
calling from right festival.
original string is Manaswini and encrypted string is a ciphertext that we cannot understand. The decrypted string is Manaswini. Okay, next. Hello, Manaswini. Next. Hello. Next. Manashwini, are you there? Okay. Next. Something happened. Next candidate. Anyone is ready? For assignment. Susmita, Nayan, Tejashwini. Anybody is interested to demonstrate your 3 algorithms? DES, AES, RSA algorithms. These are the 3 important cryptography algorithms.
అయిపోతే ఇది యాక్టివేట్ చేస్తాను.
ఏం చేసుకోవాలి యాక్టివేషన్?
వద్దా లేకపోతే పని లేదు. సైడ్ ఫార్మాట్ రాదు మరి.
Anybody is interested? So 3 algorithms out of 3, 1 algorithm executed by Manaswini. Pinky Manaswini, where are you? Maybe internet problem. Hello. Hello Manaswini, Nayan, Tejashwini, Pravalika. Are you there?
Yes, sir. So we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nayan, can you explain, Nayan? Real. Yeah, please share your screen. Nayan,
Actually, sir, yes, sir. So actually, I have executed the programs, but I have not got the output, sir.
why? What is the problem?
Sir, don't know, sir. I will show you, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, please share your
వెళ్ళిపోయాను బ్రో.
screen.
ఇప్పుడు మనం
You can create
అటెండెన్స్
file
నోట్
name
తీసుకొని
and then execute. I have given already. She executed same thing. Show me what type of error it is coming. It is not error. You need to check the libraries. That's all.
చేసుకొని
It's okay. Show me. Any other candidate?
42, 44.
At least you can explain theory concept. Nayan, DES and AES and RSA.
So actually, I have not done with theory, but I have done with the practical, sir.
Okay. And what about other students? Yeah, no problem. Share your screen.
Yes, sir. I will show.
Yes. I didn't know.
Yeah, please see. Now she is showing practicals. Yeah, you can give the name for this one. Name of the algorithm, des.py or yeah, please. Who's that? Nayan?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, please. Python space. Yeah, what type of invalid syntax? Install. Pip install. No, don't write that. That is a command actually. Now do here pip install. You remove that first line. Comment section you can keep it. Comment section. Yes. Now come to here command prompt. Pip install. Do in this command prompt scripting way. Yeah. Please type pip install cryptography. Pip install space cryptography. Yeah, enter. Wait. It is not a error. It is a library installation, Nayan.
Because of that, we need that.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's why I
It is
need
a,
to make this beeping stuff. That's why.
yeah, yes. See, it is a library. You need to install first. Then it will run the program. So Python is so popular. Why, Nayan? Tell me.
Because of this vast range of libraries.
Perfect answer. Correct. Now CLS, clear screen. Now run the program. Python ds. Python space ds.py. Yeah, you got output. See, original straight. Yeah, original.
Actually, what happened? Actually, yesterday, sir, because of
అయిపోయిందా?
issue, The last
Yeah.
topic discussed, I'm not able to get it, sir.
Oh, now this is the answer for your question. Tomorrow, next class, I'm expecting PowerPoint presentation for DES, then algorithm, then code, then followed by the output. This is the output. Nayan, you got it now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Next program, only one program, like three programs.
No, sir, I have did all, but for all programs I got the same error, sir, because I have not installed that library. No, that.
Oh,
I have.
okay. So now it is okay for you.
Yes, sir, it is okay. So I got, sir, what is the problem, sir?
Okay.
Yes,
Next,
sir.
anyone?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
please execute. Yeah, this is the program. It's okay. Now execute. Python space aes.py.
ఇది ట్రైనర్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ అండ్ స్టూడెంట్ అది లైట్గా చేంజ్ చేయాలన్నది
yes, I got it.
Yeah.
లైట్ చేంజ్ అయితే
Okay, one more algorithm.
ఏమో
టైప్ చేంజ్ చేయమన్నా
RSA.
ప్రీవియస్గా ట్రైనర్
RSA
ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఇచ్చింది ఉంటుంది కదా కింద క్యాండిడేట్స్ మీద కానీ ప్రాక్టికల్ మీద
Yeah, this is the
అందులో చిన్న
perfect.
చేంజెస్ ఏమన్నా సార్ ఇచ్చిన మార్క్స్ అలాంటి చేంజ్ చేయమన్నా
మార్క్స్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేయమన్నా
ఇందులో ఏమున్నాయి చూడు ఆయన ఇచ్చింది ఫీడ్బ్యాక్
Execute Python RSA.
ఏమి ఇచ్చిండు నాలెడ్జ్ ఇన్ టెక్నాలజీ ఒక నిమిషం
No module.
Yes, sir, here also that RSA module I have to install.
That's all. Okay, library. Pip install. Pip space install RSA. Enter. Yeah, it is downloading library.
ఓకే నాకు
Yes, it is complete. Now CLS, clear screen.
ఇంకా ఏం లేదు దీంట్లో మంచి నీకు ఏం కావాలి షీట్లో ఉండాలి మార్క్స్ ఇప్పుడు అవి ఇవన్నీ దేనికైతే వచ్చిందో 4.2 దేనికైతే
Python space.
4.1 వచ్చింది ఇప్పుడు ఏం కావాలి దాంట్లో
షీట్ మనకు అవ్వలేదు కానీ మన
Yes, sir, got it.
దగ్గర
Yeah, three programs you got
సీరియస్గా
demonstration.
పంపిస్తున్నాను
My dear students,
అది కరెక్టే ప్రీవియస్గా
my dear
వేరే
students,
వాళ్ళు
how
పంపించారు
Nayan is executed in
లైట్గా చేసి పంపించారు
this is
నేను
trying
ఇప్పుడు కూడా దాన్ని
so
ప్రీవియస్గా పంపించలేదు కొంచెం ఏమైనా
maybe thinking
ఇప్పుడు 4.5 ఉంది 4.6
not get idea.
అవి చేంజ్
The
చేయడం
library is the reason.
ఎడిట్లోకి వెళ్ళేసి
Otherwise, you can explain what is the theory and prepare
కొంచెం తక్కువ
PPT.
4.1 4.3
Tomorrow NRP class, next Monday. Okay?
షీట్ చేయాలి కదా కొత్త చేయాలి కదా
ఇంకో సీట్ లేదు
And any other
అదే ఇది
candidates,
చేయాలి దాన్ని ఏదో
దీన్ని ఏం చేయాలి
దాన్ని చేంజ్ లైట్
okay, three programs Nayan Palkar executed.
బ్లాక్ బెండ్
Yeah. Any other student?
షీట్ చేయాలి
Yeah, please, Manaswini, you have prepared wonderful presentation and good execution also. Please.
మీకు ట్రైనర్ స్టేట్మెంట్లో ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ లేదా ఓన్గా పంపించినట్టు దాన్ని బట్టి చూసుకుంటారు
That program consider
and even money, and this is the digital text and this is the digital. This is for being calculator, and then we go for RSA algorithm.
Nayan, you can share that the three programs notepad files in the group so that everybody can execute. Please write the aim of the program also. Like Manaswini wrote name of the program and code. Okay.
దాన్ని చేంజ్
This is the
చేయరా
RSA algorithm, this is the output of the
అంటే ఎక్సెల్ కావాలి, ఎక్సెల్ కావాలి.
So before going to RSA, it will ask you library, pip install library RSA. Next.
అదే చేసి
the CCP programs include previous analysis. So I got some input. Thanks.
Next, any other Apeksha? Any other student? Please explain 3 algorithms with programs and output. Any other student? Can I expect cyber forensics? Can you listen? What is meant by cyber forensics? I thought that I will explain next class, but nobody is explaining. That's why let me explain once again. So what is meant by cyber forensics? So in this cyber forensics, I am going to explain introduction to cyber forensics, first response, forensic implication, standard operating procedures for disk forensics, and the sixth concept is mobile and CDR, all digital records for forensics, advantages and disadvantages, challenges and applications. See, what is meant by cyber forensics? Cyber forensics is a process of extracting data as a proof of crime or attack or incident or anything malicious attack that involves through electronic devices while following proper investigation rules to nab the culprit by presenting the evidence to the court. So we need to show proof for the court, otherwise court won't believe you whether you have done that attack or not. Cyber forensics is also known as computer forensics because we are using all electronic gadgets for proof, fingerprint or any physical proof or any other electronic. Computer forensic is a field of technology. Technology means application of science that uses investigative techniques to identify and store evidence from a computer device. So that is called computer forensics. So computer forensics is used to uncover evidence that could be used in a court of law. Computer forensics also encompasses areas outside of investigations. So why we are using this computer forensics? Computer forensics sometimes is called cyber forensics. So in this cyber forensics, okay. So computer forensics also encompasses areas outside of investigation. That is the so next you can call it as the importance of cyber forensics professionals in the year 2022 and beyond. Cyber forensics professionals are investigators that respond to cybercrime and serious data breaches. Organizations need cyber forensics to answer vital questions such as what happened, how it happened, how bad it is, and who's responsible. See? So, you need to know it. You need to know it. These are the questions. See, I am making red color with questions. So how it happened, then what happened, how it is happened. So especially in cyber forensics, they are going to ask you like this: who's responsible? Who's responsible? See, how bad it is. These are the 4 questions I am raising.
కావాలంటే వేసుకో
Okay. Please be careful with these questions. See, while posing the questions, you need to be okay. Now see, cyber forensics professionals are investigators that respond. Hello?
You didn't share your PPT, sir.
అదే కాకుండా వేరే ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఇస్తారు ఇప్పుడు మార్నింగ్ చేసింది
Why you are telling very late? I thought that my screen is visible. Okay, now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for that. Yeah. So module 10, cyber forensics, I am going to complete. Please listen carefully. In this cyber forensics, what I am going to cover, at least I will give you introduction. So I am going to cover introduction to cyber forensics, first response, forensic duplication, standard operating procedures for disk forensics, mobile and CDR forensics, all detailed records, advantages and disadvantages, challenges and applications. The first topic is introduction to cyber forensics. See, cyber forensics is a process of extracting data as proof of cyber crime that involves electronic devices while following proper investigation rules to nab the culprit by presenting the evidence to the court. Cyber forensics is also known as computer forensics. Keep in mind. So cyber, what is the meaning? Or IT technology, or you can call it as virtual reality terminology. That is called the cyber forensics. Computer forensics is a field of technology that uses investigative technique to identify and store evidence from a computer device. So computer forensics is used to uncover evidence that could be used in a court of law. Computer forensics also encompasses areas outside of investigation. Cyber forensics professionals are investigators that respond to cyber crime and serious data breaches. So organizations need your cyber forensics to answer vital questions such as, you can see what are the questions they may ask. So organizations need cyber forensics to answer vital questions such as what happened, how it happened, how bad it is, and who's responsible. So these are the questions cyber forensics need to answer. Organizations need to answer for the cyber professionals, cyber forensic professionals. So what is meant by cyber forensics? See here, cyber forensics involves the investigations of computer related crimes by providing electronic evidence to support in criminal prosecution of these electronic facilitated crimes. Okay, so that is called cyber forensics. So it involves how many steps? 7 steps are involved. See here. So cyber forensics with the help of computers and network forensics, mobile forensics through mobile, expert witness of litigation support, data recovery, digital forensics and lab setup, cybercrime and digital evidence consulting, etc. So these are the cyber forensics. Okay. Cyber forensics, it involves the investigations of the computer-related crimes while providing electronic evidence to support criminal prosecution of these electronic facilitated crimes. So this is about you can call it as cyber forensics. See various types of computer forensics. See here. So network related forensics, web forensics, data forensics, and proactive forensics, email forensics, expertise forensics, cyber forensics, digital forensics and system forensics. These are the various types of computer forensics. So, see, computer forensics is a branch of digital forensic science concerned and digital storage media. It is defined as the discipline that combines elements of law and computer science to collect and analyze data from wireless communications, computer systems, networks and storage devices in a way that is permissible as evidence in the court. So that is called computer forensics. Without any physical proof or electronic devices proof, even court cannot access. So these are the types of computer forensics. Different types of cyber forensics. Here is a brief overview of the main types of digital forensics. Example, if you see the computer forensics, computer forensic science investigates computers and digital storage evidence. Okay. So computer forensic science investigates computers and digital storage evidence. They are collecting digital forensic digital storage evidence, sometimes data theft. That data theft comes under this digital forensics, computer forensics. Next, mobile device forensics through mobile, network forensics, forensics data analysis, database forensics. So these are the various types of cyber forensics. See the computer forensics, I have explained the types. So there are 4 phases we are using in the cyber forensics. Identification phase. Here we are collecting the evidence collection, evidence checking. Then acquisition phase. Acquisition phase is nothing but evidence acquisition, forensic pattern. Then analysis phase. Evidence examination, detected data recovery. Evidence examination, deleted data recovery. Reporting phase.
5 ki, yeah.
Once completed investigation by proof, you need to submit a documentation evidence retention. Then only it is valid. There is no documentation. Even they won't believe. Even court cannot believe any without the documentation. So these are the types of cyber forensics. See, disk forensics. What is meant by disk forensics? It deals with extracting new raw data from the primary or secondary storage of the device by searching active, modified or deleted files. That is called disk forensics. Then network forensics. It is a sub-branch of computer forensics that involves monitoring and analyzing computer network traffic. Database forensics. It deals with the study and examination of databases and their related metadata. Then fourth one is malware forensics. It deals with the identification of suspicious code and studying viruses, worms, etc. Email forensics. It deals with the emails and their recovery and analysis, including deleted emails, calendars, and the contacts. So these comes under email forensics. Memory forensics deals with the collecting data from system memory in raw form and then analyzing it for further investigation. Then mobile phone forensics. It mainly deals with the examination and analysis of phones and smartphones and helps to retrieve contacts, call logs, incoming and outgoing SMS, short message service, etc. and other data present in it. Then see the steps in cyber forensics. There are 6 steps we need to follow. First, obtain a digital copy of the under inspection system. Then authenticating and confirming the replica. Determine that the copy data is forensically acceptable. Recovering detailed files. Finding the necessary data with keywords, establishing a technical report. Digital forensics process may change from one scenario to another, but it typically consists of 4 core steps such as collection, examination, analysis and reporting. So these are the steps in cyber forensics. There are 9 steps that digital forensics specialists usually take while investigating digital evidence. So first response, then search and seizure, evidence collection, security of the evidence, data collection, data analysis, evidence assessment, documentation, and report. Then these are the 9 elements of digital forensic process you need to remember. The first one is intake. Receive devices as audio evidence. Receives request for examination. Identification. Identify device specification and capabilities. Identify goals of examination. Identify legal authority for examination. Preparation. Prepare methods and tools to be used. Prepare media and forensic workstation for exam. Isolation. Isolation means protects the evidence. Prevent remote data destruction. Isolation from the network, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Then processing. Conduct forensic acquisition. Perform forensic analysis. Scan for malware. 6th, verification. Validate your acquisition. Validate your forensic findings. 7th step, documenting or reporting. It is a final step of the cyber forensics attack investigation. It is very, very important. Keep notes about your findings and process. Don't draft and finalize your forensic reports. 8th one is presentation. Prepare exhibits. Present your findings. Archiving. Keep a copy of data in a safe place. Keep data in a common forms for future. These are the 9 steps we need to follow. Computer forensic investigation process model. You need to use, these are the investigation process. First one, acquisition of the data, then identification of the data, cyber attacks, then evaluation, then admission as evidence. See, identification through physical context, through video, audio data, etc. Then logical context of data, legal context means information. Through evaluation we are collecting the data. First response in cyber forensics. First response is a specialist cyber security, digital forensics and instant response company. Then you can call it as first response is a specialist cyber security, digital forensics and instant response company that helps organizations navigate the complex issues surrounding systems breaches, attacks, cyber criminals, server compromises and data loss. The very first step in digital forensics investigation is to identify the devices and resources containing the data that will be a part of the investigation. The general phases of the forensic process are the identification of potential evidence and the production of information. The process is predominantly used in computer and mobile forensic investigations and consists of three steps: acquisition, analysis and reporting. So this is about the first response in cyber forensics. Okay. So you need to know it. This is a cyber forensic important point. You can call it as identify. You can call it, these are the steps are very, very important. Okay. This is about first response in cyber forensics. See, first response is a cyber security and instant response company offering tailored services in response to network breaches. We provide a range of services around computer-based IT and network investigations and estimation support to more specialist areas. Cybercrime training, malware reverse engineering, cyber readiness planning, establishing an instant response framework. So these are the steps we are following. See in the diagram, identification. We are through data survey, we are collecting the identification of the company. Then collection of the data, acquisition of the data, presentation, analysis. So this is about first response. Forensic duplication. A forensic duplication is an accurate copy of data that is created with the goal of being admissible as evidence in legal proceedings. See, why do we want to go for forensic duplication? See, I want to know whether this incident happened, accurate copy of data you are producing to in front of judge. You are producing to your lawyer. Furthermore, we define forensic duplication is an image of every accessible bit from the source media. Yes, forensic duplication is nothing but you are producing as it is a knuckle down. Okay. So these are the cyber forensic duplication. So discussed below are a few more featured data acquisition and duplication hardware tools that can be used to acquire and create duplicate copies of the business suspect system data. So those are the 7 steps. Okay. So forensics, data imaging, bring, triage responder, XRY office, Atola Insight Forensic, US Lab Pro, IAM Solo 4GP Forensic Enterprise Super Kit, Roadmaster 3X2. These are the data acquisition and duplication hardware tools that can be used Data acquisition and duplication hardware tools. You can call it as these are the data acquisition tools. So these are the 7 tools we are using: T3IU Forensics Data, SATA, Imaging Brain, TRIES Responder, XRY Office, Atola Insight Forensic, US Mac Pro, IM Solo 4 G3 Forensic Expertise, SuperKit, Roadmaster 3X2. So these are the data acquisition and duplication hardware tools. What is a forensic duplicate? A forensic duplicate is a file that contains every bit of information from the source in a long bit stream format. 5 GB hard drive would result in a 5 GB forensic duplicate data. No extra data is stored within the file, except in the case where errors occur in a read automation from the procedure. Then these are the forensic duplication process. First step: identify, preservation, analysis, documentation, presentation. Identify the purpose of investigation. Identify the resources of it. Preservation: data is isolated, secure and preserved. Analysis: identify tool and techniques to use, process data, interpret data analysis. Data documentation: documentation of the crime scenes. So you can call it as documentation of the crime scene along with the photographing, sketching and the crime scene. Last one, presentation. Process of summarization and explanation of conclusions is done with the help of gather facts. This is about the forensic duplication process. Standard operating procedures for disk forensics. So standard organizing procedures SOP or agency unique documents distributing the methods and procedures to be followed in performing routine operations. It's usual operations. So SOPs are essential to improve the quality and to implement uniform processes for conducting digital or multimedia evidence forensics tasks in a precise and accurate manner. The art of extracting forensic information from digital devices such as hard disk drives, USB devices, floppy, CDs, compact disk, digital versatile disk and flash drives is known as disk forensics. Forensic disk controller or hardware write block device is a specialized type of computer. In this disk forensics, you need to check the computer hard disk. ROM, read-only memory, is a computer hard disk. It control made for the purpose of gaining read-only access to computer hard drives without the risk of damaging the driver's component. So there are steps are involved in the disk forensics, especially in ROM, read-only memory. Evidence identification, first step, preservation of evidence, chain of custody, method for acquiring evidence, investigate questions, analysis process, conclusion. So this is about the steps of forensic methodology. Call data, call detailed record. CDR is the detailed record of all the telephonic calls that pass through a telephone exchange or any other telecommunication element. The CDR or obtainable from telecom companies. The companies can provide the details within 1 hour after they receive an application from the police officer or the court. To give them within a reasonable time. Among the investigating tools that the policy used to track the access, extract the location, the accused call detail records played a vital role. So with the help of call data record also, many cases are happening. Who's this voice? How it happened like that? What is the CDR analysis for VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol termination? CDR usually contacts like call completion time, the actual connection time, start time of local time of the call destination, initiation of a call, the value of jitter. CDR analysis for VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol. Computer forensics, applications of computer forensics. See here, fraud, forgery, intellectual property theft, data theft, bankruptcy, inappropriate internet use. This is called computer forensics. Top 10 digital forensics thesis topics. You can see the top 10 digital forensics thesis topics. Safeguarding of vital infrastructure, real-time analysis, methodologies for event redevelopment, key infrastructure sector, traffic now evaluation, portable and small scale electronics, analysis of the system files, conservation of forensic evidence, and data exploration, mining, concealment. So these are the various topics involved in cyber security challenges. Top 10. You can use top 10. Digital forensics topics. Trending top 6 digital forensics research topics. So target motion defense, defenses for stealthy, botnet defense, that is comes under digital steganography. Reliable cloud digital forensics, management of security threats, collecting and analyzing digital evidence, analog security, digital evidence. So with this one, cyber security, cyber forensics also completed. Please prepare next class security auditing and cyber forensics. Please, you can do assignment, card assignment, okay, and you can show next Monday. 2 topics I have completed. So according to Cyber Siksha syllabus, theory concept is completed, not yet practicals. We will start practicals Monday, Monday onwards, complete practicals. And once again I will repeat, one more 2 topics are there. Mobile security, you can call it as mobile security, and the last topic is ethical hacking. With that one I am closing the cyber security training. So complete February and March we will do complete practicals only. So with this one I am closing the session. Any doubts, my dear students? Please let me.
No sir.
No doubts? Okay. So I am closing the session. So Monday I am expecting from you 9th module and 10th module, cyber security auditing and cyber forensics. Please prepare presentation slides for these two topics. Again, you need to explain security audit concepts, tools and techniques. And 10th topic is cyber forensics, tools and techniques. Okay, thank you for today's session.